Alright guys, we're out here with the Ruger LCR in 9mm, so it's a super light range gun. You've seen in a previous video our comparison of the 442, the Smith & Wesson 442 with the Ruger LCR. Today I'm going to have Mrs. Rev out here and we're going to be shooting this in 9mm. She's going to be familiarizing herself with the moon clip, something that she hasn't used. You haven't used before, have you, babe?
No.
Alright, so just kind of checking that out, but let me show you real quickly if you'll bring in that close. So moon clip's just going to drop in here, keeps them close together. So I'll take some video of Mrs. Rev shooting this. Are you ready to try it out, babe?
Yep.
All right, let's. So what'd you think?
I thought it was a good little gun. I like the feel of the grip. It has a little bit of kick to it.
Yeah.
You know, I hit the target, so it was easy enough for me to handle and be pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, pretty good, enjoyable little gun to shoot.
So compared to other little revolvers that you've shot in the past and other small guns like for example, like your car P380, other small kind of backup gun size guns, how does it compare from the best of your recollection?
You know, one thing that I noticed about this one is it's a little bigger than like so tiny that I didn't feel like, oh, there's nothing to hang on to. Sometimes you get these little small guns and it's like you're wrapping your hands around nothing and you feel like this is just a little bigger, so I felt like there was a good place for my hands to go. It felt comfortable in my hands. It felt, I mean, it was accurate as far as me hitting the target, and maybe a little more kick to it than some of the other ones I've done, but not terrible.
So I want to talk to you just for a moment or two about the Ruger LCR. This is an interesting gun from a few vantage points. One, it's been on the market for a significant enough period of time now that we can talk about its reputation or the proof of this gun's effectiveness, viability, reliability, etc. And it has proven, I think, to be a good and reliable design. A couple highlights to the LCR are its trigger pull. So it has the way they've created the internals of this gun, it has a very smooth, from the factory, trigger. Feels very smooth, similar to taking another manufacturer's revolver to a gunsmith right from the factory. It's very smooth, very nice. It is it's an interesting gun because though it's a retro and old design, it's had new life breathed into it in that it is a polymer framed firearm. So though it's a revolver, you have a polymer frame here, and it's, you know, that's saves on the weight, but it's unusual. It's not unusual for firearms anymore. We're used to that with Glocks and other striker-fired firearms, but in the revolver category, to have a polymer-framed revolver is unique. In addition, the function here of how it opens is kind of unique to Ruger. So this works fine, but it's a little different activation than Colts or Smiths, even a little different than Charter and others. But it's fine function, but if you're not used to it, it's a little different point to open the cylinder. This gun is chambered in 9mm, which is a semi-automatic round primarily, so it utilizes moon clips. And from a function standpoint, that has a quick function. It is going to cause a slightly more, it's arguable, but slightly more potent depending on the load in the chambering, and slightly more aggressive recoil sensation than a 38 Special, which is in this size firearm, this size revolver, the traditional chambering. So you can debate back and forth if that's an advantage or disadvantage, but I will say this: there are a lot of people that do not own any revolvers, and for many of us, we have a hesitancy to add more chamberings to the amount of calibers, the amount of ammunition that we're going to stock up on and keep stocked up on. And so it is nice to simplify and to be able to have that purpose served, the get off me type gun, that revolver type gun, served in a chambering that we already have lots of ammo for, like the 9mm, and also, more importantly, the ammunition is less expensive for, in general, both defensive and training ammunition is less expensive. It's a real selling point. I think that it's a real positive to have a revolver in 9mm. Your opinions may vary, but anyway, this is a great little gun that has a great track record, and I recommend it to you wholeheartedly as a consideration. You just saw it featured in one of our Christmas buying guide articles, and I think that this is a great thing to stuff a stocking, stuff an ankle with. You guys be well.